There we go. Okay. I think it works now. I don't know why OBS is being so difficult. Perfect. So, let's see. What do we have planned today? Well, first of all, I gotta get my music going. Okay. I wanted to check that. So if you remember correctly, we did a bun install in the assets directory with for DaisyUI. And yeah, I actually found the documentation for this kind of use case. And it looks like we did everything correctly, honestly. So this says call npm install and set your assets directory. So we did that. What we did not do is track the dependency. So we're gonna do that. I think if we can find the GitHub repo, which shouldn't be a problem. The applications use this third approach to import hero. Okay, blah, blah, blah. All right. So I actually think we should use npm just because all of the other dependencies are already going to be installed with npm. Actually, and we could we could do this in the repo and dedicate a couple of minutes sometime, like implementing bun as an install medium or candidate. Because if you look into these, I think we took a look last time, like it's installing Tailwind via like this mix dot something. Let me see where it is. One sec. Forgot where it is. Maybe not. Maybe I am wrong. Okay, that's okay. I'm not sure I can find it, but if I look for npm, yeah. All right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not doing that actually. So anyways, I wonder if there's anything relating to bun or, alternative. No, interesting. So let's just try it out, I guess. Like building like we could build Phoenix here, build, because it's gonna call Tailwind and ES build. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we should just deps.get assets.setup. What does that do? Tailwind install if missing, ESBuild install if missing. Like we should probably do a bun install if missing, right? But the bun install is going to be in assets. Yeah. All right. We'll do the following. I'm going to delete the bun log file. Oh, what happened to my... Okay, one sec. Let's do this. I'm gonna use npm, so npm install. That, yeah, just creates a package lock, which is fine. Just because I think npm is supported by default here. And since we're only installing the dependencies, bun install isn't actually going to save that much time, I think. All right. Oh yeah, and then the mix dependency. So Daisy UI, GitHub. There you go. Get this, or actually get this. Daisy UI, copy, paste, app false, compile false. Okay. Daisy UI, Tailwind CSS component library. Okay. Also, I think we're on RC6, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just quickly check out Phoenix Live View. Hex RC6. So I'm just gonna bump this to 6. Update deps. And let's call mix deps.get. So it's getting Daisy UI. Wait, I didn't want you to do that. Because you're already installed, I thought. All right. I hope that's fine. Not sure why it's doing that, to be honest. I mean, would it do that? And it's like copying the whole repo. Yeah, maybe we'll not do that. Oh. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought these are like steps, like do this, then this, then this. I didn't actually want to do this. Okay, my bad. Okay, never mind. Yep, gotta read accurately, so never mind. Did this download it anywhere? ls deps Daisy UI anywhere? Yes. So I'm just gonna rf deps Daisy UI. Sorry. Anyways, although it would be kind of cool to not have separate dependency management files, but no, we'll just keep it this way. Okay. Right. Check. Now, secondly, I wanted to use CTags. What are CTags? CTags are a way to index your code base. So if you imagine our code base grows and grows and grows, it's already probably too big And this is for the use case with an LLM, right? So we have in Z like command question mark. Is that command? Yes. We have this context where we can prompt an LLM to help us out in the current file. But if we wanted to ask like bigger questions or like more complex features, oftentimes it's gonna need more context about the code base. But if we have like 10,000 lines of code, we can't just give it the whole code base. And even if we could, like that would get very expensive very quickly. You can see, I think you can give up to 200,000 tokens, and tokens are like a couple of characters usually, one token. So, what do? Well, you can use CTags to kind of index and compress your existing code base. So that would mean like a module map, right? So it would be able to scan all of the modules and like the functions available, and just not like it would basically compress and not give the implementation of these modules and functions. But ideally you would have good enough documentation or structure that it wouldn't have to know every single implementation detail, but would still, like that would be enough for a LLM to be useful, basically. And I actually ran this command already. So this is using universal CTags. You can just install it and then run this command. And if I do that, bam, works really quickly, and you get a new file called tags. And you can see it contains application, right? Dev module, calendar, file path, and the module. And yeah, it's gonna contain a bunch of stuff, mostly, yeah, a bunch of functions, like a bunch of stuff. And it's pretty, like you could give this to an LLM and still ask like a lot of detail. Validates email and password when given, right? Like this even takes the documentation from these functions and passes them. So that's really cool and really useful. But you can already see that there are like files that shouldn't necessarily be picked up by CTags, I'm pretty sure. Like everything in Elixir LS, like the language server, I'm pretty sure that should not be picked up. So yeah, we'll just kind of ignore them, right? So exclude we would just add like exclude dot Elixir LS. I think that was the name, Elixir LS. Yes, sir. Bam. I guess that didn't work. Let me see. Let's remove this and then run again. Okay, well, ideally we would only include lib, now that I think about it. Like CTags, languages, Elixir include lib. Whoops. Okay, I guess you can't do that. So we can exclude, but not exclusively include. Great. Let's see what we can do. filter. All right, this is ChatGPT time. My Elixir codebase, I'd like it to only include files in lib. .CTags. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay. Yeah, and assets. I don't want it to include assets. And Elixir ls and depths. This is way too much. Like, that did not work as intended. Definitely not. 500,000, like, it's gonna be like 500,000 lines. No, that's quite the opposite of what we wanted. For some reason I still find it to include depths in the resulting tags file. All right, I'm gonna make some coffee. Be right back in a couple of minutes. Okay. So I remember also, so Elixir CTags, there was a repo which includes all of this nice yeah, just config, but it doesn't seem to address any kind of yeah, directories. All right. We'll do this and just check if we're even on the right track. Yeah, maybe we need to give it the CTags file like explicitly. Non-option. What does that mean? Also, that was a warning. Okay. That looks good. Yeah, it's only lib files. Perfect. All right, sweet. So yeah, now we can basically give this file, like if I want something to, yeah, I can just give it tags, right? File, tags. Well, why does it disappear? Okay. I am not sure what this is doing, but yeah, okay. I can just give it tags. I can, let's do an example, right? Like, let's say I would like, I don't know, calendar. Yeah, let's do like a proper example. So let's say I would like this generation file to not return a tuple, but just return the concept. Okay. Well, what would I have to do? I would probably give it the CTags file. I'm so confused about the way. Okay, does that work? Why does this not work? Okay, that's something we'll have to find out, but let's just do tab and let's do, dang it, I removed it, didn't I? Generation. So let's do this one more time. Okay, has the tags, tab, okay. Refactor the gen concept function and calendar AI.generation to not return a result tuple, but just the result. Now, I actually think this might not work because the CTags doesn't know about the implementation about functions. So just because it knows which functions exist in the code base, it's not going to know like where gen concept is used. I mean, well, I'll still run the query, but I think just managing expectations, this is not actually going to work. So, okay, yeah, it got this right, but yeah, it can't actually. Yeah, it doesn't actually know that. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. But one thing is cool that we got the tags to work, right? So we can say add CTags config. And what I would like to do is just do like a script, like provide, or maybe just in the README, right? So these are Phoenix links. Documentation links. And then Codebase. CTags. One second. All right. Install universal tags, universal CTags. This one. And then run CTags R. Or rather just like the shell version. Use resulting tags file in LLM or provide to LLM. Okay. So a good way to also check how, if this is working, would be just to do, so if I do tab and then what can you tell me about my code base, right? Yeah, this is pretty damn good, right? Cool. Okay, okay. And you know, in the future, there's probably going to be a way to do like, hey, generate like so I think in TypeScript, there's a way of basically going to a function and then going, finding all references. Okay, and this actually does this, I guess. So I can go to, find, let's go to like a more used function. Change calendar? Oh, this is going to be awkward because I might not have one. But this is going to give me all of the references to this function. So if I want to refactor a function, I'm going to need to know in what files it's being used, right? And so it would be useful if there was a script where I could just go like, script like find references and then the function or a whole module, right? So yeah. Yeah, but that's probably going to be like for the future. So let me just like do a future stream page. So one thing it's going to be bun instead of npm. That's a future idea. And then, yeah, LLM Codebase utility index references additional, what should I call this? References to off functions modules to help refactor. I guess I'll call it that. Yeah, just how we have all of this as like future ideas. I think that's, yeah, I'll move them there as well. So we don't actually have to like code refactoring. Yeah, I mean, refactoring is always an option. Module structure tests, yeah, whatever. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Actually, let me do it like latest to oldest. So we did that. Awesome. Next up, I wanted to clean up the code base just a bit. And it's probably going to be very fast. So all of this is fine. Like this dump file, these database file. I mean, ideally we would have like a DB file for this. And actually, let me just have like edit the config to move the database, the SQLite database into the DB file. So this is going to be DB, calendar dev DB. Sweet. Prod, it's nothing. Database path. Okay, okay. And a DB. Okay, so I'm gonna delete these files and then mix, I think, is it ecto.create? Let me check. Ecto.create. Sweet. So lsdb calendar dev.db. Perfect. Migrate, and why does it keep saying this? And then, but then it succeeds in doing it. I don't really understand that, but that's okay. Okay, so that's cleaned up. Yeah, repo pack is another So this is a similar thing to what I just did with CTags, but like it doesn't compress anything. It just puts the whole code base in one big file. And I assume this actually works if it's not like thousands of lines of code, and maybe you're using like another LLM like Gemini, which I think the bigger Gemini models have like some of the largest context windows. I think there is a there's like a table which compares the LLM comparison countless.dev. Yes, this is what I wanted. So context length, right? So if we do, so Mistral and the Gemini 1.5 have some of the largest, like 256K, which is like, that is a lot. There's a website which can count your tokens. What was it? LLM token estimation, whatever. LLM token counter. So let's just use this, right? So I'm just gonna copy. So this is the whole code base. Okay. Actually, let me grab a repo pack. Oh, great. Repo pack. There we go. So repo pack lib dot ex. Doesn't this work? Repo pack lib. Okay, whatever. So these are all of the files in lib. Well, excluding our HEX components, I think. Actually, no, they should be included. Yeah, they're included. You can see them here, HEX. So all of these. So let's do a count for lines of code, which I'm going to do with one of my work repositories, because I already have a script in there, which I'll do off screen so that I don't leak the code base from work. But I'm just going to grab the script. Let's make scripts LOC, lines of code. And then let's give this to GPT. This is a script that I use to count the lines of code in my TypeScript monorepo. Please migrate it for my Elixir codebase. Okay, so this is looking good. So yeah, it's not going to count HEX, which we can just add back, which is great. Okay, yeah, we'll have EX and HEX files. Only count files in the lib directory. Okay, So we can just do lib. Okay, so if we do that, if we count the lines of code, okay, private is not, okay, maybe this wasn't right. Let's see. Yeah, so all of the EX and HEX components right now are 1600 lines of code. Now, given this is a lot of boilerplate Phoenix, which is fine though. So these are 1600 lines of code. Now remember, this repo pack output should also roughly be 1600. Yeah, it's 1800, but it has a lot of extra text. So if we subtract, especially all of this is good, pretty much like exactly. Now also remember that there's a lot of like chance for compressing this, right? Like every single empty line could be compressed, right? But that's fine. We're not here to nitpick. But let's take this whole code base and let it estimate the tokens. Okay, so this is about 12,000 tokens. Okay, and actually you can give us the estimation just right here. So characters, right? So we could also count the characters in this script. Where is the LOC? So if we don't do -L, which only counts the lines, we might be able to. Yeah, so this is like 50,000 characters, I'm pretty sure. So 1600 lines, 5,000 words, and about 50,000 characters. I think that's what it means. Yeah, this is pretty accurate. Yeah, 10,000 words. Yeah, this is, well, we have 5,000 here, so not sure what went wrong, but still, it's a good estimate. So if our current code base has about, let's go with 1500 lines of code, just because it's a bit easier to scale. So 1500 lines of code is going to be 12,000 tokens. So with GPT, so Claude 3.5, let's see what the context window for Claude is. So I think it's Sonnet. Oh wait, we already know what it is. It's 200K, right? It's right here. So 200,000 would mean that we are already like 5%. Like, let's say this is 10,000, or okay, let's say, yeah, this is pretty. We're just kind of estimating a bunch of stuff. So what did we say? 1500 lines of code is about 12K tokens. And if we have 200,000 tokens, if we divide that by 12 and get an exact number, yeah, we have 16 a multiple of 16 left. So 16, so 1500 times 16. 1500 by 16 is 24. Okay. So that means roughly, if like our maximum size for a code base, if in each prompt we wanted to provide the LLM with the whole code base, like we could only have a code base of 24,000 lines of code. And after that, like, you're done, right? You can only ship less. Which, you know, you're not going to need the whole code base for every request, obviously. But still, just something interesting to think about. And that's not even considering the price of shipping or sending hundreds of thousands of tokens to an LLM each time, right? So if we just take the input price per million tokens, so 200,000 is a fifth of a million. So $3, so that would be 60 cents. But remember, per request, right? If you want to chat, or you want to use the LLM for smaller things, you do like 10 requests a day. That's $6 a day. You do that like 5 days a week for your job, times 20, because 20 weekdays in a month. That's $120. Yeah, just something to think about. Okay, yeah, we kind of derailed because originally all I wanted to do was clean up the code base. But that's okay. This was fun to calculate. So we have the LOC script. Let's also do the index, CTags script. Even though it's just one, literally just CTags are, you never know when you want to scale these kind of things. So it's often easier to just provide this. And then in the README, we could actually do CTags. And then our README should look pretty good. CTags, install, run this, bam. Okay. Mix.setup. What? Okay, I think that's cool. Update README. Nice. Also realizing I'm very badly lit. Let me get some lamps. I guess that's a bit better. Okay. The last thing I wanted to clean up were Livebooks. If you don't know what Livebooks is, it is basically like Jupyter Notebooks, but for Elixir. Now I'm gonna have to see if I can find some documentation about running this, is there a way I can launch a Livebook with all of my existing code base? And if not, they're kind of useless for now. And yeah, images I think I'm just going to delete, because we have all of the database set up now, so we don't need to individually look at all of them. And then, because I would like scripts to be like bash scripts, and then have all of these testing grounds be like a Livebook. That would be super cool. So let's try and do that actually right now. Oh yeah, and we did repo pack. Right, let's do a script for repo pack real quick, even though it's literally just a, one command. I think we can take out one level of headings. File repo pack output.txt. Okay, that is looking better, in my opinion. This is something that's very subjective, how you want to document your code base and all of that. Or actually, immediately I'm hating it because of all of these horizontal lines, but that's okay. I won't bother too much. Okay. Yeah, actually, let's quickly add this back, just because I don't like all of these horizontal lines. Yeah, better. Sweet. What was I gonna do next? Kind of forgot. Maybe, yeah, Livebook. Check out Livebook usage, right? Because like if I start Livebook, okay, it's gonna be just on my local host, and basically I'm gonna be able to do like go open code. I did an advent of code recently, and then I'm gonna do calendar, and I can go to Livebooks and open this. Okay, awesome. No issues. Now the issue is basically that, what about all my modules in the code base? What if I run a run and test this, like use calendar, right? It doesn't have access to calendar AI, I think. Yeah, is undefined. Okay. So what do I do? Right. Oh. That might just be the answer. Right. So if I do this, because IEX is going to be able to compile and then use all of my code. Let's see. Bada bam, bada boom. Dang, okay. That's awesome. Now, let's see if we can make this like smoother. But yeah, maybe we won't be able to do that. Let's go to the Livebook mix. Also, I need to change my damn my search engine to like Google or something, because Brave search is just abysmal. Let me there are like Google proxies, because also I don't want to use Google directly, because then again I'm like, oh, am I that desperate? Right, nothing I want to do now probably. So integrations, no. Elixir, no. Livebook, mix. You can also run Livebook in the context of your existing application with the help of mix. Okay. Yeah, maybe that is just the way you do it. Never mind. Right. So, okay, let me get this. So let's disconnect, right? Like this is over. Let's configure it like as a standalone, its own thing. So we won't have access to this anymore. However, if I do this, calendar, which is like one directory up from Livebook, okay, it'll basically just compile the whole application. But maybe also get the existing modules. Okay, I mean, it's gonna take a while. But this might be more useful because I don't have to check where I'm connected to. Saying okay. Oh, this is fantastic. Wow. I'm just really impressed with Elixir. You know, if you look back, there are a lot of struggles, but I feel like I'm reaching the point where this is becoming really useful. Oh, this is perfect. So basically we can just move all of these tests to Livebook. And yeah, that's great. So I'm just going to rename this to image gen, pipeline. And then I can just copy, paste my code into here for now. Delete this. Oh, I also need to change mod repo pack so that it's an executable. Okay, and then, move setup Livebook, basically. And then if I refresh, I'm gonna close this session and open a new notebook. No, that's not what I wanted. Let me close this. Browse. Code. Livebook. Bam. So we install everything here. It's cached, perfect. And then we have our testing grounds here. Wow. And yeah, I can just do this. Now this is not gonna work, I think. Oh yeah, it is. Generate, so concept to images, and I can I can just quickly let's alias up here. Sweet. Yeah, so 0 is going to be flux schnell. And I can say flux schnell is calendar.models 0. Or rather, enum.add 0. And here we're gonna yeah, generate the concept and then go from, oh, that's going to be interesting, because is it going to be able to download the images? Yeah, it is. I assume. Yeah, how do you work with files? Livebook files. Yeah, quite the detour, but I don't think it's a big deal. I think this is pretty cool. Learn how to upload, process, and download. File.read. Download. New. Okay. Failing to save image, yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Using Livebook for my Elixir codebase, I'm generating images that are on a URL. For example, let's give it an example. Let's output the URL. Because we might be able to just draw the image directly in here. Like, I mean, I'm actually quite certain we can do that. Okay, we can stop running it because we have our prompt. URL, I mean. How can I output the image in my Livebook with Kino? Kino files, render, layout, image, new. That sounds, yeah. Okay, let's see if that works. Skeptical, but oh yeah, we have to install Kino. But that's a quick thing. Or is it? Shit. How do I do this? Does this work? Question mark. I've got my Livebook set up like this. Since I wanted to use my existing code base, how do I add Kino here? No, that doesn't work. I get an error. Override true. Maybe we just have to install Kino in here anyways. Okay, yeah, that's fine though. Yeah. Okay. Let me just quickly check if there's anything in the documentation. Come on. I was just here. There we go. Christ. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work otherwise. Decimal JSON hex PM. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else with installing. Okay, then let's just install Kino here. Are there like dev dependencies? Yes, runtime dev. Perfect. Oh, this is not what I wanted. And let's rename this to notebooks. I like notebooks better than Livebooks. Sweet. Okay, perfect. So let's close the session because I renamed the notebook. No, this is not what I wanted. Close, open, hide, code, this, notebooks, this. Okay, whew, almost there. Okay. Good. Do this, image.new. And yes, hopefully we'll finally have our images. Okay, images. Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, probably this. Yeah. Image WebP. Okay. Maybe it's not gonna work because we have to. I'll wait. Okay. This is pretty useless because I want the image. So maybe we have to map this and return it. Because the iterating consumes, no, that's probably not right. But why doesn't it render? Does it maybe not have WebP? That might be an issue. Smart cell. No. Okay. That's okay. We can change it to JPEG pretty easily. We'll wait though. Yeah, this is not working. Yeah, let's do JPEG. And let's make genImage return a JPEG. Replicate. So I'm sure there is a way to make it return input, create, input, outputs, replicate, flux schnell. Let's do JPEG. Is it just output format? JPEG? Probably. JPEG. Let's do this. This. JPEG. The images are not being displayed, are not being rendered. Yeah, it doesn't really render the images. We probably have to do this or do this. That's, yeah. Yeah, no way. So yeah, we'll do what it's saying. We'll do HTTP poison. Please do 2, but with HTTP poison. It still thinks that this works, but okay. Okay. Keynote.image. JPEG. So could I just do this? I think so. Not that it makes a difference really, but that should be cool. So we'll grab it here. See if that does anything. That might be working. Damn it. Okay, I think something is fundamentally wrong here. So what we're gonna do is just like do a sanity check. So let's, pictures, I think, this is just a random picture, panther, okay? Copy location. So, can I do like kino.image.new JPEG? I cannot. This doesn't work either. I did not want it here. Livebook, Kino, work with files. Okay, this might not actually work. Process. Oops. Interesting. But how do I do anything here? Okay. This is quite confusing. Let's add it again. Okay, maybe this doesn't work because I have to read it first. I don't know. Is it just file.read? Files panther.jpg? Or maybe the full path? What the hell? Oh, for Christ's sake. What does that mean? Notebooks, files. We're just gonna ignore all files. Now here's a question. is there a way, like what happens if I provided this? Let's get this JPEG. Okay, let's do this. Let's output the URL again. That's okay. So this JPEG. So can I do keynote.image.new image JPEG? I can't. Interesting. Okay. Let's try another thing. Maybe the formatting is not right. Like, no, it seems right. This is like a binary. Interesting. But this still doesn't work. Oops. What? What is happening? Okay. So maybe it really just is the fact that it's not just one image, but multiple. Maybe we have to use layouts. Right? Right. Okay, look at that. Oh, it's a struggle, but we're struggling our way to success. Jesus Christ. Okay. Image is concept enum.map function prompt. Okay. Okay. Slowly but surely. That should work. What is this plain text? Oh, this plain text is that it's still outputting the freaking code block. That's okay. We'll work on the prompts eventually. Hooray! Oh my god, that only took forever. But I'm glad we got it. Okay. Christ. Yeah, also very useful. This is like an includes operator. Nil. I thought you could do that. It's all right. All right. This is exciting. Kind of funny. Okay, sweet. Very cool. Very cool. So we're outputting the prompt. We don't have to do that. Output format, JPEG. That's good, yeah. Perfectly fine. Okay, okay. Quite the productive stream. Yeah, no. That is for another stream. We've already done so much like code-based related things. I'm not feeling this right now. Yeah, I want to do something more fun. Like streaming. So for example, we can stream in all of the images that we're generating, right? And what I mean by that is, so as you saw, you have to wait for all of these images to be generated to get a final result. But that's actually not necessary. Once we have the prompt, we can just generate all of them at the same time and then just catch them as they come in. So for that, we're gonna, we'll do that, and then I already know that we're gonna need like a utility function to map the months to an index. Random thought, I know, but you know, we're gonna have to be able to convert these from January to like, okay, that's index 0. Get index month, and then index, find index month. That's way easier than doing like case month do and then like January 0 and so on, right? we need to provide a month. So if I do IEX, okay, calendar AI dot month dot in, what did it call it? We can just call it index. And dang it. Calendar AI dot month dot index March is, oops, function. Oh, I know. Yep. January 0, December 11 works. Okay. So, yeah, because what we're gonna do now is we can also develop this in here, interestingly, because we can say, okay, you know, we get all of these images, and instead of mapping them, we can map them to a task, like async, and then await the task, right? So, and we'll actually, so what we're gonna do is, how are we gonna do this? So we're gonna do like a basic testing ground, right? So let's do like L 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll do, or like, yeah, just like list, and then we're gonna do results is list enum.map item, and then we can go task async function just empty, and then just return a times 2, for example. And then we can do, we should be able to go task dot await many, yeah, with timeout basically infinite, so 0, I think. And then let's just print out the result. So we have, yeah, we have 2, 4, 6. So now we can go time.sleep, right? Just like a delay. Timer.sleep. Timer.sleep. So we'll sleep for 2 seconds. Okay, that didn't work. Elixir task timeout. Maybe I was wrong. Oh yeah, it actually was infinity. Okay, infinity. So 1, 2, bam. Now here's the kicker. Or maybe they actually, so my question would be, do they retain the same order, right? So if we do in like random, enum.random. Let's get an enum.random 1 to 4 and then times 1,000. So we'll wait either 1, 2, 3 or 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. Okay, so they return the same order, even though they might not wait for the same amount of time. Yeah, that is cool. So basically this is gonna, so this, took however many seconds, right? But we can quite easily just map. Is there like a map task? Wouldn't that be cool? Like Elixir map task? I don't know. Probably not. That's okay. Yeah, we can just do task, whoops, map, and then we'll do task dot async, and then we do, does this work? No, let's do this, and then we do task async so we can do all of this, no problem. And then literally just do task.await many infinity. And it should do all of this. So we won't be like URL, 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 but like a lot. Yeah, just flying in. That's awesome. Look how much faster that was. Yeah, not bad. And super, like how easy was that, right? So that would be like a very similar thing in TypeScript, just like promise, like something.map, and then async something, and then basically promise dot, await promise.all, right? But the difference is that this is actually good. Yeah, I could rant about TypeScript promises all day. Let's not go there. I'm having a pretty good day. Okay, so let's implement this in our app, right? So let's go mix Phoenix server. And let's go to localhost 4000. And so this is all fine. What we need is the calendar controller, and you see here where we generate the whole images. Yeah, we're gonna do what I just said, right? So we generate the concept, but then we actually map these to an async task. And then we're gonna enum, promise task dot await many infinity. Now this is also interesting because I don't know how like failed tasks are going to behave. This is something we can test out later to basically generate an image, and when it fails, we just generate a new prompt and try again, and we can be like, okay, let's give each month 3 attempts until it generates something. And only then we'll show like an error message like couldn't be generated to the user, for example. Right? Awesome. Okay. So how does that gonna look? So if I just do this, we have our fun. So this should go way faster. Bam. Yeah, way faster than last time. Look at that. Hermati on 5th Avenue. Okay then. Oh, let's do a Quidditch. Okay, anyways. Okay. So I think one thing I wanted to do is rename this basically like playground. And also I wanted to clean up this layout. I mean, I'm a bit unsure where to go from here, to be honest. Because we have a very basic functioning playground. Like we can go and test models very quickly. We can create calendars. We can tweak prompts now. That's great. Nice. But I think the two major directions where we can go is tweaking the prompts, like really dialing in onto the image generation. And the second thing is going to be like building the potential product, right? That one of my friends would use and test out. Just noticing that it's not even getting the text correctly. Maybe it just takes. That's almost good. Right. Like if we just have a quick look into our like milestones and interface, right? Where did I? Yeah, here. Yeah, this whole interface that someone would actually use. Yeah, I think that's where we should, or I want to work what I want to work at next. But I do want to first just use GPT to really, let's say, what's the word? Question these choices: subject, scenery, style, and so forth. Because I'm not sure it's like the way to go. Like, what if it's not? Right? Also, I am just now noticing there is no reason to have this like month and so on, like this prompt, to be a fixed struct. Or am I crazy? Because this could just, like, why don't we make it so you can pass any map and we just convert it nicely? Yeah, let's do that. Let's make it less strict. Like, all this has to be is a map. All this has to be is a map. Right? Yeah. And we don't actually need prompt. Yeah, and all we need is, yeah, again, just yeah. Okay. So yeah, stringify should just go through each. So I basically want to go from like A, B, C to A, B, and so on. Right? And that's just a basic like map through each key value. A, B, and then we get key value, IO inspect, key value. Yeah, easy as that. Wow. Okay. So enum.map prompt key value enum.join via a new line. Yeah, easy as that. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Then we're gonna need to edit this. So this can stay. GPT can stay the same. I think it's just generation. Right, yeah, string prompt.stringify is just this. And then again, we just need a map, stringify, trim this. Yeah, that's all we need. It was way too complicated for starting. Well, actually the difference is going to be in the prompts. Create a concept from from a set of key value pairs with the schema from your original key value pairs, right? So if I give it A1, B2, it should return like something else with AB. So let's test this in just a second. Yeah, we don't want I will translate the prompt and only output the English prompt. Nothing else. I will output a single prompt based on the ideas you provide for direct use. Okay. So let's try this out, right? So what I expect if I do right month. AI prompt. Probably missed a couple of things. Yeah, like this. Yeah, that should just be the list, I assume. Right? Yeah. Schema, calendar. It's very TypeScript-like. You know, we're actually able to fail our way through here. Okay, so if I go calendar AI.prompt, no. Generation, gen concept, what does it want? A prompt. So I can go theme, movies, focus, protagonist, scene, action, and it should give me 12, a list with 12 right gen concept. Let's debug a bit. Invalid data format. Let's stringify the prompt and see if we're doing anything incorrectly. Failed to decode JSON. Oh shoot, we have to recompile and then run it again. Yeah, my bad. Okay, we got somewhere. Yeah, it's giving a very weird format. So I think we can fix this. No, let's try, see if that works. Let's see if it understands that it shouldn't return all of these. Why is it doing that? Oh shoot, because I'm not recompiling. This is so annoying. Okay. Okay. Yes, it worked. Nice. Yeah, like that should just be able to run. And here, let's see. If it just magically works. I guess it did. Not too shabby. Okay, we are gonna have to fix this. Because this doesn't exist anymore. That's about it, I think. Yeah, we have to recompile here. what happened. Okay, I don't know what that was. Okay, let's try again. Right. Man, so fast, so cool. Nice. So, simplify concept generation. The reason I did this is because I wanted to also, as I mentioned before, I would just kind of converse with GPT and see if there's, like, what are the optimal questions to ask someone, like just a normal consumer, if they want to generate a calendar like this. Like, what are good questions to ask them, right? Is it subject, scenery, style, or something else? Because also up until now, I have kind of assumed that you would want one consistent theme for your calendar, which makes sense. But what if someone just wants totally random images for like not consistent imagery in their calendar? I don't know. But let's just ask and kind of, see what GPT tells us. Okay. And also regarding the prompt refining, I have an idea. There are a lot of articles which are like Flux prompting guides, where we could just copy paste the device into the GPT, right? That's going to be a very easy way to kind of optimize, right? So let's just go like Flux prompting guide. You can see I've already Googled this, and here it's gonna give us like prompt structure, right, and crafting techniques, and just good examples. Oh, let's try this one. This would be fascinating. Let's do 16 to 9. Well, that's like, I want to say the exact image, but it's like slightly different, but pretty much. It's really cool. Let's try out this one and just see. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, good prompting can make such a big difference. It's actually so crazy, right? And this is probably not going to look too good just because it's the smallest model. And let's just do like the latest Pro Ultra model. Actually, let's cancel. I want to use 16 to 9. The seed. We might also, and maybe we should also store the seed. I'm noticing. I'm questioning. Yeah, that's already like way better, right? I would say. That's yeah, it's really cool. Upsampling. I don't think we want upsampling. Interesting. Oh, I totally forgot. We want to store the prompt in our months too. Yeah. That's going to be important. Right? Like, we want to store the final prompt that it uses, right? So let's see, how do we like migrate our Phoenix schema actor? No. Phoenix Elixir actor add column. Migration. So but how do we do that? Mix actor gen migration. Perfect. Change. Okay. Mix actor gen migration. Add prompt to month. Add prompt to month. And I suppose, yeah, we can just update a table. But how? Update. Elixir actor migration. Create column. Alter table. This sounds like what I want to do. Prompt. String. And then we want to do field prompt string. Yeah, and then prompt. And let's also store the seed. That's very important. Seed, which is an integer. Just so we can reuse the seed if we wanted to. Now this is actually not going to be so easy. Okay, let's see. So the prompt is going to be easy. All we want to do, okay, we can't forget about our migration. Month, what did I call it? Months. Integer. So let's just migrate, right? Mix, ecto, migrate. Whoops, mix, ecto, migrate. Perfect, no problemo. And let's call beekeeper and quickly open our database. Just gonna do that off camera so I don't leak anything. Okay, file, calendar db, calendar dev, connect. There we go. And we have months, and we have everything we need, prompt and seed. Perfect. So when creating the month, we're gonna need the concept, the prompt, everything. So prompt is going to be P. No, it's not. Gen image. Actually, here we're going to do something. We're going to do image URL, and then we'll return image prompt and image URL because we want both. Which means now we're going to have to change this, which is okay. Image URL, prompt, sorry, image URL. Yeah, cool. Let's just look for a gen image, right? Where are we using it? So we're using it here, right? So here we want to destructure and just get URL, sorry, prompt URL. Nice. And then here we're already destructuring it. Perfect. Image prompt, URL, and then we're going to use the prompt, and here we can image URL and image prompt. Okay, that feels pretty good. Yeah, prompt URL. Now, issue. This creates the prediction already. Also really cool that we can just kind of jump into this code. Very cool. But, so this prediction contains a lot more than just the output, because it does contain the seed, as you can see in here, right? Using seeds, blah, blah, blah. And we want the logs in this case, right? Or like our own seed, right? So if we just check like flux seed, Flux AI seed. Like, I just want to know the range of the seed, right? Maybe the seed is like infinite. So manual seed. Maybe it's just literally any number. So we could just create like a number between 1 and 100,000, right? I don't think we're gonna get anywhere here. Let's just like test, right? Let's just give it an absurd, like 0 is gonna work, I assume. Using seed. Oh, it's using a different seed. Oh, great. So do I have to use 1 at least? Probably. Using seed 1. Okay, so it has to be 1. We know that much. So seed is going to be enum.random between 1 and a number that we're going to figure out in just a second. So let's do seed. Okay, this used seed 1. So this is the image. Ah, dang it. Let's do JPEG. But if I run this again, it should give me the exact same image. Yeah. So what if I do 100,000? That works. So I think you can, a million, right? You can, I'm pretty sure you can use literally any number, any integer. So it goes probably up to like, I don't know, like 2 to the 63 or 2 to the 31st maybe. Yeah. So 100,000 should be plenty. So this should return, yeah, a random, sufficiently random number. Yeah, that's good. Sweet. So let's do seed. Oh, haha, this is perfect. This is where we're gonna get into like function overloading. Wait, how do we extend a list? I think there is a way to do this. Append, I guess. Plus plus. T is 1, 2, 3, and then I think you can do T4. No, T plus plus 4. T plus plus 4? Dang it. Four and T? So maybe you can just not do it in tuples. Okay. Yeah. Oh, nope. Seed, image prompt, image URL. Yeah, honestly, this should be a map. Yeah, that's good. So this is always going to return the seed. Yeah. Hooray. So let's do this again. Seed, seed, right? Same goes here. We only want the URL. And then let's test all of these changes we just did in our Livebook. Okay, we need to close this. I didn't actually save my, or refreshed. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Why do we keep having to do this? This is really annoying. Yes. So we got the prompted use, the seed, and the URL. Score. All right, I'm content. Let's use it right here. Oh. Actually, I know it works, so. All right, awesome. This is really cool. Yeah. Okay. So I think now I wanted to, what were I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Yeah, just asking GPT about the whole thing, what it thinks about my strategy to prompting. And then once we kind of dial in all of the prompts, so should it be subject, scenery, etc., or are there more efficient ways of prompting it? And once we have dialed those in, we can either go ahead and figure out or tweak the prompting and or the interface, right? Because we're not going to work on the interface until we have definitively like dialed in all of the questions the potential customer should ask. Okay, so let's do that. Also, where are we at with LOC? Nothing much has changed. Yeah, right. I am creating a SaaS where a B2C website where you can order AI generated calendars. The idea is that and so on, and then what do you think about the questions? What do you think about the approach I am taking to ask the user? What do you think about the questions I ask the user? What do you think would be the best way for someone to input their ideas for optimal results? We then use an LLM to populate 12 individual prompts from these questions, obviously for January to December. So for example, given the following input, it would probably, it returns something like this. And now we're actually just going to use an actual example of this, right? This is the input. Okay, let's see what it thinks. Those are some good points. I like that. Yeah. They sound great. Maybe we should provide a very basic form and a more advanced form for when you'd like more control. So I guess, yeah, these could just be like, yeah, new columns on our, tables. Let's do that. Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're not going to do it in each month. Yeah, we'll have it quite simple. Not simple, but not for every month, something different. Painterly. It's funny. Yeah. All right. Actions. Yeah, sweet. Color palette. All right. User prompts, simple, advanced. I like this a lot. So yeah, subject could be literally anything, right? All right. Examples. Let's make these. Let's do this. Okay. Let's continue. Style. Oh. Yeah, we don't need a seasonal mood. This is a yes or no. Nice. Thank you, GPT. So yeah, we'll need another migration. Update prompt attributes. So we're gonna store prompt seasonal. Does SQLite have booleans? I think so. Yeah, bool. Oh. Ah, boolean. We have this, and then tone, palette, and actions. How do you spell palette? Palette? Tone. Actions. Interactions. Yeah. So we'll want these on the month and calendars, and then on the month as well. No, tone is, yeah, this is supposed to be a string. So seasonal is just going to apply to all. And actually, we're going to have to update the prompt for the seasonality, because right here we basically have, we don't explicitly tell it to be like seasonal with it, but we should have like a phrase like add prompt concept seasonal, which is like make sure to like make it seasonal, and then we can basically, yeah, we'll think of a way to make this work. Okay. So we have tone, palette, and interactions. Let's add these to the month as well. Tone, palette, interactions. Same goes for the calendar. And yeah, we'll have to do this. Palette, interactions, palette, interactions. And seasonal. Which is a bool. Okay. Seasonal, that works. I think that's all, to be honest. Nice. We'll update the form show and this. So we have tone, palette, interactions, and seasonal. Tone, emotion, color palette, and then in the form we'll have these inputs. Tone, palette, color palette, interactions, and seasonality. What is type gonna be? Core components, input, def input. Type is gonna be checkbox. And then we need all of these values to be here. Prompt, tone, palette, actions, interactions, and we're also going to do map.get p subject default. Actually, this might have to be an atom. P is prompt. No, I don't think this is how it works. Yeah, this has to be an atom. Got it. So subject. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, pretty good. Not sure it's gonna totally work, but we'll see. IO inspect the calendar params. Let's see if it actually works. I'm skeptical. Lots of changes, that often means something's gonna break. Good old Harry Potter. Right, so watercolor. No. Happy. Watercolor. Nothing. Seasonal. Yeah. So already we have an issue. Seasonal is true. And I'm not sure false is gonna be, yeah, see, it already failed. Request timed out. That is actually new. One thing I do have to do is I just accidentally leaked my OpenAI key. Why does it show the key just a plain site? That's stupid. So I'm gonna have to get a new one. Well. Oh, wrong accounts. Come on. So OpenAI token, copy paste. Okay. Have we reached some kind of budget limit? Let's see. I don't think we have, but let's check. Usage. Doesn't look like it. Billing. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna try again and hope it doesn't leak anything. Actually, I'm gonna move this out of sight because I do not want to do that again. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Let's restart the server. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to do the delete as well, because we need to delete all of the months first before we can delete the calendar. Okay. That doesn't matter right now. Harry Potter in New York. Comic. Happy. Watercolor. Seasonal. Oh. No error. But that doesn't have to mean anything. Huh. I'm not sure it worked or not. What's happening? Where are my months? Huh. Oh. So, okay. I'm a bit underwhelmed, to be honest. So, should we just test this in our Livebook? Oh, shoot. Oh. Oh, yeah. And okay. Right. Calendar params. Let's get this, because those were the parameters. Oops. How do I cancel a cancel? I've never understood. Continue. Okay, whatever. This. And then we're gonna alias calendar ai.calendar, alias calendar ai.month, and a lot of other modules. Let's load everything. Probably gonna have to do the whole. No? Oh, thank you. For once I didn't have to reset everything. This looks good. Repo. Right, let's run it. I literally just did that. Why is it running this? Weird. I just did this. Why does it keep running this? It's so annoying. Okay, let's just run it. Who cares? Is it going to finish? Okay, something is wrong. Refresh. That is not true. Stop. This is ridiculous. Fuck you. Like, honestly. Can I turn this off? No. It's just... Fuck you. It's just... Thank you. Christ. Oh my God. So this still doesn't work, even though I have meticulously checked that it's correct. Thank you. Thank you. So I don't see interactions, which is a problem. Interactions. Well, it's not a problem actually. Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, something is going wrong here. Like, it's not creating the months. So, yeah, let's just start outputting. You know, month. Okay, let's try again. This works. Error, can't be blank, validation. Prompt interactions. And there we have it. Oh, it can't be blank because this is blank. Ha. This is insanely annoying. Let's change this. Actually, it's okay. We'll just do this. This is easier right now. Okay, good. Let's reconnect. Oh shoot, I messed up. That seems to have worked. Yes. Yes. So the seasonal thing worked. My issue is going to probably be with it not being activated, because it's going to be false, but like false the string and a boolean, like this is a truthy value, right? Just show you guys what I mean. So, oops. So false to boolean, shit. String dot to boolean dot let's see if I'm wrong. So it's false. I'm curious whether this is going to be... It seems to not have done any seasonality. Interesting. So it is false. Interactions false. That is not right. That's not right. Let's have a look in the database. Okay, this actually worked. So this says false. I underestimated Ecto. Good on them. However, yeah, I just typoed. Okay, good. So this is cool, like very cool, because this had a seasonality on, and it is like clearly seasonal, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, but the months don't make sense to me then. Because New Year is obviously, so this is November, December, January, right? But October, like, yeah, we'll have to make sure it gives us the, like, it gives us it in the correct order. And we need to handle failed tasks, because it basically just failed silently right now. Okay. Note taken. But let's just tell it like more advanced prompting, whatever. Okay, and honestly, I think that's it for today. Mainly. Yeah. One last thing I might want to do is like the new calendar. That's really annoying, to be honest. What I mean is like the name of this. I don't know if we want a name with the calendar, to be honest. Okay, let's keep the name, but let's implement the deletion. I want to definitely do that. So delete actually it should, yeah, on delete it should be like delete. You know. Let's check. So it belongs to guides, association, on delete, wasn't it? On remove, on delete, something. Yeah, references. Bro. Okay. There we go. Options, on delete, delete all. Sweet. Do I need to add this here as well? Belongs to. On delete, on replace, virtual. Okay, belongs to. I don't see a way. Belongs to. Let's just mix my ecto.drop, mix ecto create, mix ecto migrate. Basically like a full reset of the database. And mix Phoenix server Let's do A, Harry Potter, so on and so forth. Isometric. Wild. So now if I delete, works. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm ready to show this to some friends. Man, I'm very happy with this. Okay. Thank you for watching. Next time we'll probably work on the actual interface and maybe landing page, some of the prompting. So yeah, from here on now we can just really, I don't know, go wild, do whatever you want. Okay. See you next time.